So I come from a family of 6 siblings, and I'm the youngest of 6. We came over here from Romania as refugees. We had to flee the country. Well, my dad had some issues, so pretty much like an overnight, pack up the kids, let's go, and then we headed to a refugee camp. I was not conceived yet, but I was made in a refugee camp. So after we made the decision to come over to Canada, 6 months later I was born. We landed in Halifax, and that's where my godparents were, so we ended up staying with them and kind of building our life from there. Shortly after Halifax, we moved down to BC. My dad had a job offer there, and again, keep in mind that it was me, the youngest, and 5 other siblings, so 6 of us kids in total. So pretty crazy household. Between myself and my sister, the oldest, there's 11 years. So we're all fairly close in age. So yeah, we headed down to BC. That didn't last very long. From there, we randomly moved to West Lorne. I'm not really sure how we got there. And then shortly after to Rodney, and that's where I lived forever. My parents still reside in the area. I grew up there, went to elementary school in just the town over. I still love the area. I'm out there all the time. Knowing pretty much everybody in town, only one variety store, spending our nights down at the variety store picking out a movie to watch. It was pretty fun, yeah. Oh man, they all took care of me like I was the baby, right? So everybody was constantly watching over me, watching my back, and I absolutely love that. Like, I am obsessed with my family. I love them so much, and they are all just like so amazing to me. The only difference between then and now is everybody's kind of scattered all over the place. So I'm still here in London, and so is my sister, but my 3 brothers are all in the military. So 2 in the Air Force and 1 in the Navy, and they're coast to coast. And then my other sister, she's a correctional officer, she's in Winnipeg. So don't get to see them too often, and now they're all starting to get married and have babies, but we still all do keep in touch, and we try to get together at least once a year. Super important for us to reunite, and I don't know, it's like we never left each other when we do. %, I'd say. So like the beauty of being a West Elgin realtor, what I've gained from that experience from when I first started until now, such a community feel. Like, I get to work with these people that I know, that I've been referred to from family, from friends. I see them at grocery stores, I see them pharmacy, all that kind of stuff. I know them from walking down the street, I know them from when I lifeguarded, like from when I went to school. Everybody just knows everybody, and it's such an amazing feeling to come back and give back to the community this way, because I really get to help them with the largest transaction of their life, and that's so amazing because it's overwhelming, and West Elgin itself wasn't a very busy area. There wasn't a lot of activity there at one point when I first started anyways, and now when things are so busy, more and more people are getting the idea of, should we relocate? What can we do? What's this market like? And that's kind of where I step in and give them more of that, I guess, friendly face feel, because it's intimidating getting out there, and it's intimidating to list your house, and some of them haven't done it in 20 years, 25 years, it's their family home. So I hope that I bring to the table something that's more relatable to them, where they can feel that comfort from me and more family feel, and really feel like they know me, so they trust me. Super random. I guess when I first was interested in sales was like a very long time ago when I lived at home and I was waitressing. And then I had Napa Auto Parts kind of headhunt me, and they were like, do you want to come work for us and be a driver? Like, you're really great with people. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I just thought it was natural for me. I didn't think anything of it. Like, I'm a good people person. So I started working for them in waitressing as well, and I really love like the involvement of working with customers and helping them and just making a really good experience. Shortly after I was done with the waitressing and everything, I went off to college for outdoor adventure. Really, really random. I went there, I didn't really like the program. I was kind of going to get more of that like outdoor experience, but it wasn't really giving me the other side of things, like that connection with clients, with customers. I really wanted to work with people. So I kind of scratched that idea, and when I came back from school I needed a job, so I applied at White Oaks Mall to work at G Machine. Within my first week there, I was at 110% over sales. So I was like, okay, this is obviously like not just a thing, like I'm good at this, I work well with people. So my manager really loved me, and The relationship was going really well, but I kind of thought again, I need something more. So I just randomly went out and found a job at Bad Boys Furniture Sales, and it was all commission. So I kind of got a little nervous, but decided that I would take the leap. I worked at both jobs for a little while, but when I finally made the decision to leave, my team machine manager was trying to offer me a management position there, but I was like, that's not what I want to go do this. So getting into the sales aspect at Bad Boy was really intense because it was all commission based, but again, it was pretty much a breeze. Like, I just seemed to have a knack for it, and I don't know, I gained a lot of really great experience there, and from that, again, the commission sales aspect, I had someone who was a friend approach me and they said, hey, what do you think about real estate? Like, you're doing this, you could probably do that. And I was like, you know what, I've thought about it before, but I never really thought I could do it. So from there, I pretty much was full-fledged, like, I'm gonna do real estate. I got into it, I quit Bad Boy, I started waitressing again just so I could focus on real estate as a career, and then I kind of blossomed from there. Like, as I just mentioned before, I just always felt I had a really good connection with people. I didn't mention this earlier, but prior to even deciding to be in sales, I was like, where can I see myself? And I had always kind of leaned towards being a paramedic because I really wanted to help people. So I thought that was a good way to do it. And I thought about that when I was younger and just wasn't really sure. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, I don't think I can help people in that capacity. Like, I want to do the happier things in life and deal with the different stressors, not see that side of things. So when starting real estate, that's kind of where I saw myself, the different perspective of that is like helping people with a super exciting moment in their lives where we can help them achieve their goals, their dreams of owning or selling or whatever it may be, and it is a really exciting time for a lot of people. So I really wanted to help with like making it stress-free for them. Well, as you know, I'm a millennial, so it kind of comes a little naturally. But the easiest part, I guess, is the communication. So that's where I kind of take full throttle and help them with the whole process. The fact that I can be on my phone all the time and message them, and I can be available to them, that is super important for me. Like, if they want to message me at 10 o'clock at night, midnight, if they have a question at 7 a.m., if they want to call me, text me, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, like, I'm on it all, I will always respond to them, and I think that's what they find is the most beneficial part. Like, being someone that has purchased a home, like, I have questions that can't always be answered, and it's super frustrating when it's like something comes to mind and I need an answer now. Like, I'm in a stressful situation, like, help me. So that's why I try to, if I can, respond to someone right away, because I know how stressful it can be, I know how exciting it can be, and I know that they want an answer. Especially when it comes to when we're looking at purchasing or selling, like, they want a response more instantly, and that's sort of the millennial generation as well. Now that everything is hands-on and it's available online, like, if they can get so much more information from us there, so for them to find an agent that can respond quicker, I think that's super beneficial. I think it's super important. Like, there's one thing that I feel like being nice is so important, and being personable to people. And that's not just our clients, that's the other realtors too. Like, we're working with people every day in this industry. We're gonna come across different realtors all the time. Why not get along? So I think it's really important that we establish that relationship right off the hop. Like, I'm never gonna butt heads with the realtor in terms of a sale or anything like that. Like, my mission is to work with them, to team up with them, and to tackle the sale or the purchase together. Like, and that makes it so much easier for the seller or the buyer. They feel a lot more comfortable, and they don't feel like we're pulling apart, right? Or we're pulling against them. We all want to work together to get the same job done, so why not do it in a nicer way? I would say majority of the time, yes, but obviously, like, as we know in any industry or in real life, like, there's a line between being friendly and being professional. So it's really important to establish that. Like, I'm sure most realtors know when we're doing a deal, like, We can be friendly, we can talk things through, and we can negotiate, but when it comes to being professional, to looking after our clients, like, we are going to do that. We're gonna take care of our people, I'm gonna take care of my people, and make sure they're gonna get the best service, and I'm gonna do everything I can for them. But we can still maintain that professional, friendly relationship, all in all. I would hope, most of the time. It's a really hard question to answer, but I say, like, if I have to answer it right now, it's obviously the people. Like, I'm gonna come back to that over and over again. Like, I love my community, I love being part of a community, I love establishing those relationships, I love making people happy. Like, that's super important to me. Motivation wise, like, I also love to challenge myself. So if I'm gonna say this month I'm gonna get up 6 a.m. every day, I'm gonna work out in the morning, I'm gonna do my journal logs, and I'm gonna do my work in the morning before I even start my day, that's something I'm gonna do for me. Because I think that's super important too, and I love that motivational aspect as well. So yeah, between myself and the clients, like, there's enough fire there to get things going. I love the team. I love the team mentality. I feel like I was struggling before. Like, independence is wonderful, and I definitely feel like I've achieved that within my 5 years, but I wanted more. Team atmosphere, more motivation, more collaboration, more engagement. I don't know, build a better business. Like, how can you take the step further? And I feel like with Prime, like, this is my step further. This is me getting introduced into the London market. This is me working with new builds, which is something I haven't had a lot of experience in. This is me taking that leap, and I'm super pumped. It's gonna be amazing. I feel like already, and like my boyfriend Matt can attest to this, I feel like I'm already a better realtor. Like, I have someone messaging me, I'm literally like jotting down their information, putting it into our system, putting it in Follow Up Boss. Like, this is not an advertisement, I'm being completely sincere.
Yeah,
it's completely changed it. And now when I'm getting emails from my clients, or if there's a quick note that I need to write down, like, I'm putting that into my system right away. I see it when I log in. I'm just a completely different agent already within a week. Like, I feel so much more organized and so much more motivated, and I feel like I'm gonna be able to offer, like, a variety of more assets and skills to my clients, which is gonna make me go from, here to here. And a lot of that's to do with Prime, right? Like, you guys are giving me the capabilities to go a step further. More than a step, so it's gonna be amazing. So although I grew up in West Elgin, I currently do reside in London, and I've been here for a few years now. Actually, previous to that, I was in St. Thomas, but current home is London, Ontario, and I absolutely love it here. It's a growing market. It's a lot different than the West Elgin market, but I absolutely enjoy it. My favorite areas around here are probably going to be the Byron area. I love the Springbank Park. I actually do a lot of running there, so I do enjoy spending time there as well. It's very different than West Elgin, that's for sure. Like, out there, it's like not every bungalow is the same price, not every 2 stories the same price. Everything has different amounts of property, different features, oil, heating, septic systems. It's all over the place. Where London, it's continuously sort of the same. Like, in different areas, so if you're looking at, for like North London, pretty much every bungalow on one road is going to be a similar price. It's just going to be different based on the features that they have. So that's really exciting because it's a little bit different than what I'm used to. Why it's growing so much. The prices here are great. Like, it's definitely affordable if we're looking at considering what east of London is doing. People that are coming here to London are definitely saving on their housing. And it's a smaller town. It's a small, big city, isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
So I think that's really a big benefit too, and everything's kind of growing a little bit more out now, so I find that even areas like Kamoka, Mount Bridges, all those areas are developing now too, but they still have that sort of country feel to them. Smaller town feel, but they are a big city. So it's really exciting to see everything sort of developing now and moving outwards, and London growing, and I think it's just going to keep doing that. So there's so much benefit of living here, and even within the city itself, it's so beautiful. There's tons of parks, there's tons of trails to go hiking on, lots of stuff to do downtown, like the downtown core is developing. immensely. It's so nice. So for students coming here, and obviously we have Western and Fanshawe, so for the students living downtown, like there's a lot for them to do, a lot for these families to do too. So it's becoming a great place to live. Lake Erie girl, I would say. Probably because I grew up around that area, right? So I'm more used to those beaches, although Grand Bend is beautiful. Like, Lake Huron is wonderful. It's beautiful down there too, but I would say Lake Erie.